The final game on Saturday evening was Schalke against Leverkusen. Rudi Völler and Horst Held, the two top men at Leverkusen and Schalke, making sure they look good for the cameras. This was billed as the million game. Well, a place in the Champions League is worth a lot more than a million. We join the game in the 7th minute, and it's the visitors, Leverkusen, on the attack. First effort from Schürrle, the ball getting just stuck under his feet, and Timo Hildebrand able to make the save. Schalke have only won 2 of the last 14 home games against Leverkusen. Sami Hyypiä on the right and Sasha Lewandowski on the left know that this is a happy hunting ground for their team. 11 minutes gone, first chance for Schalke, and the young man is setting Schalke on fire at the moment. Julian Draxler with the effort, saved well by Bernd Leno. He's their top scorer, with Huntelaar being sidelined. Schalke with quite a few injury problems before this game. 20 minutes gone. Raphael, and they signed in the winter. It's only his second start. That was not a bad effort. Took a bit of a deflection as well off of Philipp Wohlscheid. Leno happy to see that one go over. The Schalke fans less so. Just a couple of minutes later, Bastos to Marika. Marika to Raphael, and Raphael with a pile driver. And Leno with enough fresh air to see that one coming at him and to make the save. Leverkusen were 11 points clear of Schalke on match day 22, but they've caught up. They're only 4 points behind at this point in the game. 29th minute, and Carvajal with an opportunity. The Spaniard has really made an impression at Leverkusen this season. Got the technique right, but just wide of the mark. 10 minutes to go to the break. Castro to Lars Bender. Schürrle wanted the ball. Schürrle got the ball, neat turn, and this time it's the other keeper, Timo Hildebrand, pulling off a fine save to deny the German international. Plenty of interest in him from abroad. Corner on 39 from Kadlec. Pumped away. And there's a man down, and it's Marika, but Leverkusen playing on. The cross from Bender. Rolfes, the captain, at the back post, to whistles of fury from the Schalke fans. Referee Manuel Gräfer not stopping the game. Jens Kaller absolutely furious, taking it out on the 4th official. There was a little bit of contact there between Kiesling and Marika in the build-up to the goal. Rolfes, though, not worried. 1-0 the score. Huntelaar would love to be on the pitch, no doubt. He is on his way back to fitness. But with Schalke chasing the game, the second half continued. Schalke, though, much brighter in the second half. Julian Draxler with a very uncharacteristic wild miss. Leaning back slightly, and the ball going into the rafters. On 58 minutes, the ball was in the back of the net again. Kiesling celebrating wildly, but it might just have been Stefan Kiesling's hair that scored the goal. Kadlec with the free kick. It would be his second goal if it had gone in. Was there any contact with Kiesling's hair? Well, the slow-mo is fairly inconclusive. There might just have been a whisper of Kiesling's hair on that, but 2-0 was the score, however you looked at it. And that somehow seemed to wake Schalke up with 20 minutes to play. Some good combinations from the Bastos with the shot. Saved by Leno, but Pukki, the fastest to react. He'd come on in the second half for Marika. Timo Pukki, the Finnish international, mopping up the effort from Michel Bastos. Leno a little unlucky, saved a few good shots in the first half. So with 15 minutes to play, Schalke could sniff getting something out of this. They knew that where they were at this point in the game would mean that they would only be 5th in the table, and that's outside of the Champions League playoff place due to Freiburg's win on Friday night. Fuchs with an effort took a massive deflection off of Carvajal. But once again, Bernd Leno coming to the assistance of his beleaguered defence in this final phase of the game. 5 minutes to play. Schalke still piling the pressure on Leverkusen, and then is this a push from Toprak, or did his legs just get tangled up with Timo Pukki? It doesn't matter. Manuel Gräfer saw that as a deliberate foul. Third red card he's produced this season. And the referee pointing straight to the spot. Up steps Raphael. Leno goes the right way, but the aluminium turns it in for Schalke, and they were back on level terms. Kiss for the camera from the goal scorer. That's his second of the season. No time for any more heroics. The final score from the Veltins Arena: Schalke 2, Leverkusen 2.